Hello, everyone. This is Naveen Samuel. I have with me James Alcindor, and he is uh, wanting to talk today about network marketing for newbies. And James, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you so much for welcoming me today.
Great. I'm glad you decided to join us. And my first question to you is, what made you decide to get into network marketing? Why did you choose network marketing?
Actually, that's a very good question. And it's kind of funny too, because I should be one of the few people you shouldn't expect to become a network marketer. And I have two big reasons for it. Reason number one is because I've been pre-programmed that network marketing is one of those things, what people always talk about, those scheme, so to me, that was one of the things that I've learned from a very young age, stay away from network marketers. And then second, it was kind of a little mixed up with my faith when I was focusing more on the money side of it. And to me, I was like, okay, well, the whole purpose of, again, being a network marketing is to have more money, but why do I need more money? So
Yeah.
a big struggle for me. And it took me a while, seriously. I had to fight this struggle to realize, wait a minute, I cannot be an empty vessel and trying to fill up, another vessel.
Right.
I decided to join.
Wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Oh, when I said I couldn't be an empty vessel and want to fill up another vessel when I'm already empty. So
why did you feel like you were an empty vessel at that time?
Well, we will come with the part where I have a big heart. I like to give. But it would make more sense if I have more, then I can give more.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, compared to if you have little, then you can only give little.
Little, that's right.
My grandpa always used to say, look, son, if you're building a house and then you keep on taking one brick from all the bricks you have stacked up to build that house, you keep on giving one brick away, one brick away, one brick away. What do you think is ever going to happen to this house? It's never going to get built up.
Or you could have a Swiss cheese house.
Pretty much. But I decided to join network marketing because it's a lifestyle. And then not only that, it built me up. It changed my life big time. I get to spend more time with the family, and I financially, there's a lot of things I'm able to acquire now that I was unable to acquire before. But primarily, it structured me. It changed me. It turned me into a leader.
Good. Yeah, you bring up leadership. That's a very good point that you bring up. I actually study a lot of leadership. I actually teach about leadership. I talk about leadership. It's one of those topics that is very hard to learn. There's very few people out there that are very good at leading other people. And the way I look at leading other people is not being a boss. A true leader is somebody who inspires the people that work with him, not underneath him, but or him or her. It's for me. I've always been in a leadership position pretty much since I was 16 years old, but I never really knew what it actually means to be a leader, not until the last year. And I started studying a lot of John Maxwell, and he's the #1 leadership guru 7 years in a row, and written over 100 books. I think 90 of them are specifically about leadership. Do you ever read any John Maxwell teachings?
I was listening to one of his audio last night.
Oh, yeah. What did you think of it?
No, I like his style. And then I like him, and I also like Jim Rohn.
Oh yeah, Jim Rohn. Yeah. He was actually Jim Rohn was actually the mentor for Anthony Robbins.
Wow.
Yeah. There were a lot of people that came before, and that now you're looking at people who are here, like Yeah, Anthony Robbins, he started in the 80s, but there's been people recently like Brendan Burchard. He was about 30 years old when he made it pretty big, but he was working hard as ever before too. Um, John Maxwell's been speaking for over 40 years, and if you talk to him, he said that he's only gotten very good at speaking in front of audiences like in the last 5 years or 6 years. So even he understands the value of learning and becoming better every day. But let's get back to you, James. Your story on we talked about leadership a little bit, but please continue on with your story.
Oh, sure, absolutely, yes. Now, one part about being a leader is that you want to build up others, and then if you're underlined, if there's no way that you can build 3, 4, 5 other leaders that can duplicate you, so that way you don't always have to be in that meeting to take care of things, that they can do the same thing that you can do, then you're not doing a good job. All you're pretty much doing is packing up people, and then you're just leading a herd. But that's what it is. They're just following you around. It's just a herd that you have. You're not really leading.
Right. No, you actually bring up another one of John Maxwell's teachings too. He talks about the 5 levels of leadership, and he uses a specific example of a leader who, let's say he's got a team, and the team's working with him to finish a project. At the end of the project, there's 5 levels of leadership. The level 1 leader is like just a positional leader, somebody who just says, I just got a job to be a leader and I'm the leader. That person's it's the lowest level of leadership. So that person, if there is an opportunity for that person to receive an award for completing this project, the level 1 leader is going to be up on stage by himself as his team is standing. This team that did pretty much 90% of the work is sitting on the floor. And he is up on stage receiving the award. So that's level 1 leadership. Level 2 leadership is he goes ahead and brings his team up on stage, but he is in front of the team, and the team is in the back. And level 3 leadership would be that the team would be standing side by side. So he would be standing somewhere in the middle. His team would be standing at the same row as he is, but he's still up on stage receiving the award. Level 4 leadership. Now, basically, what it creates, every level of leadership creates a level of awareness. An awareness is a step that tells who's the most important people here. Is it you, or is it your team? And are you giving credit to yourself, or are you giving credit to your team? Are you inspiring your team? Is that who you're giving credit for success, your success? And the level 4 leader, the level 3 leader was the one who stood in between, in the same row as his team. The level 4 leader would be the person who stands behind its team. So his team's in the front, he's behind. And the level 5 leader, that would be the ultimate level of leadership, where you truly are inspiring the people that are working for you or with you. The level 5 leader would be sitting in the front row, watching his entire team on stage.
Watching the entire team.
Yeah. And that's something that I actually saw. The Golden State Warriors, they just when they had that amazing comeback, and they beat the last team they played, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they were down 3-1. They came back and beat them. The leaders of they were the coaches, and whenever there's a trophy presentation, it's usually presented to the owner. The owner receives the trophy. That's usually how it works. This time, what the owner for the Golden State Warriors decided to do was stand in the back. And the coach, it's very customary for the coach to also be one of the first people to hold that trophy. The head coach decided to stand in the back. And so the two main people, who played their heart out in that series, Steph Curry and I'm missing his name, Klay Thompson, they were up in front receiving that award because they led their team to victory. So it's very easy for an NFL owner to go up on stage and receive the Super Bowl trophy for the winning team when his entire team played the entire season, and here's the owner receiving the trophy.
See, now that you're talking about John Maxwell, there's one quote that I remember from him, the one that says, "A leader is one who knows the way, one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way."
Yep, that's exactly it. Yeah. So let's get back to your story here. When did you decide that you wanted to, what was the moment, the pivoting moment that you decided that you want to go ahead and be in network marketing, or you chose the specific network marketing that you were with?
I chose that lifestyle pretty much as a way to challenge myself, because for a while I've always, believed that, what, this is not for me. I always had that idea that, at first success wasn't for me, because
So you said success was not for you?
Yeah. I know it's crazy to admit, but it's the mindset that I had, because I had the mindset that, look, I'm a Christian, and I'm just passing through in this earth, and then so I'm a citizen of heaven, so I'm not gonna stay in this earth. So I don't need the material stuff, and that made me suffer seriously, because I got to a point where I had to, I changed my mindset, where the little money I was making, because it was intentional that, the lifestyle I had, or the way I was living was okay, because I wanted to be that way. I wanted to have, that simple life. And I got to the realization, look, that simple life really is not working for me. It's not. It might be working for somebody else, but it's not working for a family of 5. So
right.
To definitely jump on and take care of my family, and take care of my my loved ones, because I can't always always at work, and I'm missing, watching my kids grow. I was missing that, watching my kids grow. They were, because I'm always at work, and at first, I thought I was doing the right thing, because being the man of the house, I thought, okay, that's what the man of the house is supposed to do, just go and provide, be the provider. But being the provider doesn't mean that you never want to spend time with your wife, you never want to spend time with your kids. So yes, they get what they need, but how about that, connection that they need to have with you as well? And that's what I was missing. And then I realized, what, getting into network marketing, that it's really helped me with the lifestyle. It will, financially help me, and also it will put me in a position where I'll be connected with my family, I'll be connected with my family, without, hurting myself financially.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you brought up your family. Your family is family is very important, but you brought up your children. How old were your kids when you first decided to join your network marketing? How old were they at that time?
I made that decision when my first daughter is 7, and my other daughter is 5, and my son is 3. And then I made the decision. Now I have nothing wrong in terms of public school, and but I decided I want to put my kids, I think even better, because I want to put my kids. But in order for me to do so, I need that to be a little financially more stable than where I was. And that's when I decided, what, I need to find that second stream of income.
Yeah. I think is your connection getting a little loose, or Are you losing connection right now with me, or are you okay?
Can you hear
Did
me?
you hear me at that time?
I can.
You were breaking up a little bit on that last part, so I just wanted to. Do you mind go ahead and repeating just that last part you were saying?
On the last part, I was explaining how that I wanted to make sure I can get the kids into private school, and private school.
Yeah.
It's so therefore I need to find the vehicle that will be able to help me live that lifestyle.
Right.
And also my parents they motivate me a lot. They've done a lot for me, and I just say, you know what, I want to have that parent. I want to and let them go have a good time. Let them go travel. Let them go travel. Put some money in the pocket. Put $50,000, $60,000 in the pocket. And go have a good life. Have some fun.
Yeah. Is there any way you can adjust your microphone or something like that, or do you have what kind of microphone do you? Are you just speaking to the screen, or do you have like a?
I'm speaking
I don't know if
directly
you
to
have a
the
headset. Okay. All right. Um, your voice is kind of cutting in and out. That's why I wanted to.
I apologize.
So, no, it's okay. It's okay. You're fine. Well, you know what? I really want to make sure that the audience understands your perspective. I mean, hearing what you had to say so far, I can see a lot of people in your situation right now wanting more out of life. They're probably stuck and they're trying to get out. There's a lot of people right now that have very stable jobs, very stable income. They're able to put food on the table just fine. They're able to take vacations. They're able to, and then there's also people who are working two jobs, and just to make ends meet, and there's single parents out there who have to balance their work and their personal life, and take time off from work so they can take care of their sick child because they don't have another parent to help them out. So there are a lot of people. There's everyone in different there's a wide spectrum of people that are might also be in network marketing. I know in the past I've met people from all walks of life who are in network marketing, and they've always been involved. And one thing I've noticed about them, and you can answer this question too. There's similar characteristic I noticed between all of them is they all had a drive and an ambition to succeed. They had this relentless pursuit to succeed, and it didn't matter if somebody was starving or somebody had everything going for them. They knew that where they were was not good enough because they did not have that lifestyle, and so they had to get out and find something new. So can you tell me a little bit about if you can speak from your own personal experience, or if there's a story of somebody who was in a similar situation, they were stuck and they wanted to get out?
Well, pretty much myself is a big example. Is the lifestyle that I wanted to have. I just couldn't have that lifestyle with pretty much the money I was making. But one thing that I always trying to explain to other people is that a lot of people, when it comes to network marketing, they want to test it out. So
Yeah.
it's trial. So pretty much it's like they treat it like it's as if it's a hobby.
Right.
It's a hobby. It's your business. You get to use the name of the company you're representing. At the end of the day, it's your business.
Right.
You can't expect somebody else to run your business for you. The same way you wake up in the morning, you don't expect somebody else to brush your teeth for you. That would be nice if I didn't have to do it. But you do it yourself. So you have to get serious about your business. That's why many network marketers will tell you network marketing is all about self-development with a product attached to it. That's why when people get serious with network marketing, you will see the growth in them. You will see there's a big change. They're not the same
Yeah.
person they used to be.
Right. Very good. Very good. I've heard a saying before, if you want to do this business casually, you're going to become a casualty.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And that's
So
why.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
No,
Go
that's
ahead.
why
Go ahead, James.
a lot of people come in and out. They come in and out, and I'm not making excuses for them, but also it has to do with their upline as well for not nurturing them enough. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, you cannot just go out and I'm not saying like you must be 100% selective, but at the same time, you have to be watchful also on who you getting into your business. I mean, not
Right.
anybody can just walk in and go apply for Microsoft.
No.
So then why is it like anybody that you're gonna go in and trying to everybody as well? You cannot
Yeah.
somebody that sees this color is blue, and then you seeing red, and then you forcing that person to see red when they only see blue.
Right.
But
Correct. Yeah.
that's why I'm just like, no, you have to be selective on it, and then you have to know their why. Why do they want to do it? Why? Some people will tell you, oh, well, it's all about the money. I want money. I
Right.
want money. Okay, but why do you need money?
The money. Yeah.
Why you need money? Okay, good. Okay, why
Yeah.
do you need money?
Right.
And then after you say, why do you need money? Now, why do you want money?
Right.
And then for you, is this going to be a quick fix, something you want to do overnight? Or what's your long-term goal?
Yep. Yeah. Um, if you ask someone, if you ask a little kid, what do you want to do when you grow up? Kids are going to have some crazy questions like, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a police officer. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a, professional basketball player, whatever. You'll never hear a kid, or maybe a young child. You'll never hear a 5-year-old and 6-year-old say, when I grow up, I want to be a millionaire. It's not, that's not a goal. that's not a passion to become, well, when I grow up, I want to be rich. Well, that's a result. That's not something that that's something that you become as a result of helping people. And if you help enough people in the world, you'll have everything you want, I mean, right now, if you look at LeBron James, why does he get paid 30, 50, 60 million dollars a year, or more than that? Why does he get paid so much? Because he entertains people. He makes people want to get up and watch his game or follow him on Twitter, or he's got a fan base, and people buy the products that he endorses. When he endorses a product, when he endorses a shoe, when he endorses a network, a drink, or whatever, insurance company, that people buy. So he's got that product endorsement, celebrity factor that goes along with him. Now, for the ordinary people out there that are not celebrities, that are not famous, that are not, successful in professional sports, which is 99.999% of the population, they have to find something else that makes them happy, find out what their value is, find out how they can help people, find out what they can do, because it's not something that's going to come very naturally. Sometimes people do find their calling very young in life, but then sometimes it takes a long time for them to find their calling. I mean, if you look at most of the successful people right now, they didn't actually make a decision to get into the business that they are in right now until they're probably early to mid 30s.
Now, we we have to say this. The success that LeBron James has now, it didn't happen overnight. He had to put in
No.
some,
Yeah.
and that's one big problem we have. A lot of people don't want to put in the work. So they want the final result. They love the final result, but
Right.
they just don't want, like they all want to eat the pizza, but they don't want to, bring in ingredients to get it done. But they
Right.
want the price of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, you know what, this business is for me because this business has changed me a lot. It really structured me around and it changed my thought process and made me focus more on others and of course leadership part of it too. You always been there to build others, putting others first because if you can build others, then like you just have a herd. That's all you have.
Right.
You're not
Right.
doing anything else. And but the average person, we, well, majority of us actually, we've been programmed since we're little to okay, you're gonna go to school, all right, and then
Yeah.
after you're gonna go to school, you're gonna go to more school, okay, you're gonna go to
Right.
college, get either your associate, your bachelor's, your master's, or your PhD, and then go for the job that you like and stick with that job.
Yep.
But all we're doing is when we go to that job, so a lot of companies have to pay some really, really good money, some six, seven figures. But we are building somebody else's dream for them.
That's correct. Yep.
Compared to in network marketing, we are building our own dream. And we
Right.
have a
Right.
team that's building with us. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, I'm not gonna come here, especially for this that's interested in the marketing. I'm not gonna come here until it's all about you and butterflies, because
Right.
that's not true. I know there's a lot of people out there that I've seen them on Facebook. That's flossing the money, showing
Right.
nice cars. Yes, you're gonna get the money. Yes, you're gonna get the nice car, but is that what's all important to you in life? Is
Right.
that why? Is that why you want to do? I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do with your money, that's on you. Me,
Right.
I hold the goals. The more money I have, the more money I can give to donation. I can donate
Yep.
more money to the kids that are suffering back home in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and even here in the U.S., even here in my city, San Antonio, there's a
Right.
lot of kids that need help and grown people that need help as well.
Yeah.
This is part of me, that soft side of me. The more I have, the more I can give away. But hey,
Right.
we all have certain reason on why we want money, and we do what we want to do with what we gain. But it's not going to happen overnight. It is
Right.
not one of those deals where how soon will I get some money. And one of the questions people like to ask is, well, how much money do you make? And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be, like rude and anything, but seriously, even if I make $1, or if I made 40,000 last month on my last check, how much of that money can you use, or how much money will you use from that check? The number is zero. So
Yeah.
really, it's not really how much money do I make. I think what the person is really trying to find out is how much money can they make. And sometimes people just don't know how to ask this type of questions, and they just have to, get with me, and I'll train them. They have to be coachable, and then I'll get them into the right path.
Right. Well, it looks like we're almost done with our time here, about 30 minutes. Hey, James, I want to thank you for accepting my invitation to do this. I really appreciate that. Is there any closing thoughts you have before we close out this blab session?
Absolutely. Reminding everybody that this is not for everybody, network marketing, but it is very lucrative. And then you become a leader, and then next you on stage, at schools, you on stage at organization, and speaking your mind, telling people your story, how you got to where you were, or where you
Right.
are as of this moment. So
Right.
if anybody out there that's listening and that are still a little doubtful based on the things they've heard in the past, you can always reach out to me. You can email
Right.
me your questions and I'll answer your questions for you. So it's my name is James James middle initial M, and then Alcindor ALCINDOR at gmail.com. So
All right.
JMES ALCINDOR at gmail.com. Email me your questions and I'll definitely answer them for you.
All right. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate everything. So I'll go ahead and end this blab. Let's stay in contact here, and let's figure out another time that we can start off another blab session. Probably go another topic. Do you want to introduce another topic we want to do next time?
Oh, we can definitely work on something else. It's not coming in my head right at this moment, but yeah,
Okay.
we can get together and then we can come up with another topic.
Oh, we can talk about what motivates people.
Absolutely.
You know, what gets people off the couch to actually do something. Because they make some very, very, very comfortable couches when you go to a furniture store. And once you sit on that couch, you don't want to get up. That's something that I do when I come home. I try to get as much stuff done as possible before I sit on that couch, because once I sit on that couch, I'm done for the night.
At least honest about it. Yeah, that's a very interesting topic, because you'll be amazed. Different people have different things that motivate them.
Yeah. All right. Well, that will end this blab session. Thank you, James, for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for inviting me, sir.
Okay.